Hello, and welcome. This is Shag, and this is a little mini project before the thing which this 3DS theme may or may not be hinting at. We're going to revisit Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Yeah, I've done this already, but, that little restore point there is from when the power went out when I tried to record. It just flickered to torment me. But, yeah. We're gonna revisit this game since it's one of my nostalgia boxes, and we're also going to revisit that silly concept I have with Mario games where we don't use the run button. Yes, it's a casual stroll through Super Mario Land 2. It's possible, I've done it. The last level is the only part that's like anywhere approaching difficult, I guess. Unless I start being an idiot, which is always half the fun here. And the other half of the fun with the casual stroll is that I'm supposed to devolve into some weird, like, introspective, existential commentary or something. But I think I actually have more energy lately, so that might not happen. I might just kind of walk along and, you know, Mario's gonna occur one way or another. I've always liked just not using the run button in a Mario game. I'm not sure why. It gives you like a new perspective on the whole game and on Mario's mission to rescue, well, in this case, his home. One of his houses. He has a castle for some reason. No one has ever quite understood why that is. He's got a feather in his cap because he can't change the color palette in this version. Oh no, I'm using the run button. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Fireballs don't count. And unless I accidentally run while using them. But yeah, you get like a whole new perspective on Mario's adventure and how he just doesn't care enough to hurry on up. Which is probably in this case because he has like 1,000 houses. And by that I mean at least 3 in various alternate dimension mushroom kingdoms and elsewhere. And that was my favorite little trick from this game, which I previously probably mentioned, where if you get that crane game, all you had to do is press A as soon as you can, you always get the carrot. And now, these bunny ears will allow me to even more casually ignore most of the actual game. Bonk. While I just casually murder frogs and whatnot. That block! I swear. Also, this Cloudfinger. Get out of here, Cloudfinger. I'm going to just use this opportunity to ignore a large portion of the level. As is Mario's favorite thing to do in this video game. Bunny Mario should make a return, I think. Like, I know it doesn't really functionally do much differently from, say, Raccoon Mario or Tanuki Mario, but it's got bunny ears, and also it subverts this game's weird control thing that it has, where if you don't have the bunny hat, you have to hold up on the D-pad in order to jump the highest that you can jump. I don't know why that's a thing, and I don't care about this crane game anymore until I get hit. Because it might just turn out to be that other mini-game where you don't get the thing every time because there's mice chewing on your computer cords or whatever. So, yeah, inside of the tree we've got what is probably sap and also what is probably a hybrid of a cow and a fish. I don't really know why I assume that this is tree sap when there's something so inexplicable dwelling within it. But there you go, I guess that's just how nature has trained me to interpret a video game. And now for the most casual movement of all. And by casual I just mean slow. I would actually have to tap the button if it weren't for these bunny ears protruding out of my hat. But the bunny helmet is an enabler of laziness. Also, I guess they had to keep the exploding Koopas, except they're Buzzy Beetles and they're only in like 2 levels. But you know. You have to be careful when exiting the sap because it doesn't automatically go into flying bunny mode. Yep, exciting. Something about just casually... I don't even know how to describe exactly what Mario's doing right now, but something about it is entertaining. Also, his mustache twitches when you jump, I think. Something about his face changes. I keep accidentally hitting down for whatever reason. It's because the D-pad is small and my thumb is at least as large as the D-pad. And I'm not even some sort of monstrous-handed human. And speaking of monstrous things, how about that giant ant that's not to scale, and still rather large? I think the casual stroll actually works better in this particular Mario game, because you can just casually bunny over everything as well. It's just, like, the lowest effort Mario could possibly put into saving his own over-elaborate abode. Why does he have a castle? Does Luigi have a castle? I want to see an alternate universe version of Mario Land 2, where, like, see, in this version, Wario steals Mario's castle while he's out rescuing Princess Daisy from the previous game. So I want to see a version of the game where Luigi is out grocery shopping, and Waluigi breaks into his apartment. Oh no! See, this is what happens when you're not a bunny. So Waluigi breaks into Luigi's apartment, and Luigi has to get rid of the barricade that Waluigi has quickly made out of furniture to get back into his bedroom and stop Waluigi from watching pay-per-view. Because that is a much more compelling story, obviously. Oh man, I actually have to, like, put some small, tiny bits of effort into this. Doing real well here! Yes, we are. Good job, good job. I was saying this was easy, wasn't I? And then I go and do something just so wonderful as that. I suppose that every once in a while when you're going for a walk, you might trip over your own hubris and smash your ears on the pavement and they'll fall off. It's just the sort of thing that happens sometimes. You gotta take the good and the bad and the ugly and run with it. At least Mario can eat the hearts of his enemies in order to live longer. I don't know why his enemies keep their hearts in a box. Maybe some of these flies are some sort of lich, and that is their I'm forgetting the word for what a lich puts their soul into. I keep wanting to say apothecary, but that is completely wrong. Well, it might be somewhat close. Crap. How dare I forget a ridiculous fantasy word like that? I thought there was an invisible thing there, but oh, there it is. Okay. fair enough in a sense that it is not. Here we go again. Well done, everyone. Now I'm going to be bothered by my lack of made-up vocabulary words for, like, the remainder of the evening. And there won't be much I can do about it. I'm thinking of all these words that are wrong, like apothecary and lycanthrope, which is a werewolf. And it's... God dang it. Why don't people just, like, not preserve themselves as undead monstrosities so I don't have to worry about this kind of thing? This is... I'm going to remember it either at the end of the video or directly after the end of the video, which is going to make it pretty much the worst. It's not a Horcrux either, that's just Harry Potter exclusive. Why am I so bad at video games right now? I don't know, but I hope that it's funny. At least the viewer will get something out of it. You better be getting something out of this, the viewer. Perhaps I am so bad at this stage because I am busy trying to figure out a word. It is a very distracting occurrence. Ugh. I am now speechless because I've run out of words trying to think of this one. Okay, let's just focus on the Mario here, shall we? Mario is a rather entertaining individual, I suppose, if you think about it. Can I get back up there in an easy way? I refuse to run. It is against my religion. Yeah, there we go. This better be the correct minigame so that I can right the wrong of my extreme embarrassment, and there we go, yes. Now that I have a rabbit's ears growing out of my brain, I'll be able to think clearly again. But first, instead of dealing with the crow, we must deal with the bee. That box is a fire flower, I do think. Oh no, this bee is a skeleton. This is a lich bee. Exactly what I feared. Oh yeah, you can crush them, I kind of forgot. What is that thing that you've got your soul in, bee? This is going to... I'm sure at least one of you can sympathize with having forgotten a word that you want to say, but in most cases I'm pretty sure it's probably not like a fantasy word that has almost no application in reality. Unless, of course, your reality is a fantasy, in which case some people might envy you. There's a bug. I am extremely frustrated by this right now. Despite how casual Stroll appears to be, it is actually fraught with anger and hatred. Enough hatred to destroy some sort of grub from underneath, while he does not suspect a thing, for absolutely no reason other than to calm myself. Also, I was invincible for like a second. Well, for more than a second, but I only killed one thing. And that doesn't exactly meet the quota, but I don't think Mario cares at all right now. I'm just gonna casually walk on through. The music in this game is pretty great for a casual stroll. It's very relaxing, except for this athletic version of it, I guess. I wonder how many people this level confuses, because there's just this platform that doesn't show up for a little while, because it's got its own things to do. It's got some business to handle off-screen. It's also got owls for some reason. I mean, I guess owls would at least consider living in a tree, but I don't know if they would live in the sky above a tree. Welcome to the only instance of a part in a Mario game where you can kill a bird in that exact way. I hope that you have been honored by being able to see this historical moment. And now we will move on. I do like that you can just sort of crush a Goomba before it can fall to the earth. Before it can truly know the pain of being wingless after being winged for so long, losing its freedom to move through the air. Also, here's a bird. Nobody cares about this guy, though. Hey, jerk. Show me your elaborate attack pattern. Hey, look, there's blocks on the top of the screen. Why? I don't know. I guess even a bird has to have a ceiling for his nest. Ceilings are what really bring us together as a civilization. You've got ceilings in your house, you've got metaphorical ceilings about jobs and glass and discrimination, and you got floors, which are just like the other half of the ceiling. You know, if you think about it, why did I do that? But also, if you think about it, what isn't a ceiling? A wall is a sideways ceiling. Stairs are, well, like a diagonal ceiling, at least if you're underneath them, or perhaps if you're not. I don't know why I need that many fire flowers, and I guess I have met my existential nonsense quota for today. I could make this even more casual by, like, refusing to walk. Why even stroll when life just pushes you along? Just let life push you forward as you casually fling fire across the land and through all of your foes. Why even stroll in this direction? Because that level's pretty much pointless. Anyway, next time on Super Mario Land 2, we will continue in our clockwise direction by going from a tree into space through hippo-related means. And I hope that you will join us there. I mean in space. You can skip the hippo part if you want, because it's kind of weird, and I can understand if that would make you uncomfortable.